Have you ever said something kind, offered help, or simply shown up and never thought about it again? What if that small moment made a lasting impact you will never know about? Today, I'm going to explore the quiet power of small acts, the unseen ripples that change lives, and why your presence, yes, yours, matters more than you think. Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So buckle up for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Mentium Podcast. Today, I want to remind you that purpose is not always loud and influence doesn't always come with applause. In this episode, I'm going to dive into the invisible ways we shape the world around us, often without realizing it. You don't need a platform, a title, or a perfect plan to change a life. Sometimes it starts with something as small as a word, a smile, a decision to show up when it mattered. So think back to a time when someone said something that stuck with you. Maybe they encouraged you when you were down. Maybe they saw something in you when you didn't see it yourself. Maybe it was just the right word at the right time and they had no idea. Who is someone that impacted your life without even knowing it? Have you ever told them? Now flip the question. What if you've already been that person for someone else and you just don't know it? Let me share a moment from my own life when a small act made a big difference. This was back in 1998 and I was working at the West African Research Center. There was a time that I really wanted to quit because things were just not fair to me. But somebody pulled me into their office and told me to consider myself lucky. I didn't understand what he meant. And he explained, Majama, many of your peers wish they were at your place. Here, you have access to many things that a lot of people just dream about. You have access to computers, to books, to a fax machine. So consider this stay here as an internship and that you were learning things that will benefit you later in life. I said I understood, thanked him, and left. But years later, I understood exactly what he was talking about because my stay over there changed the trajectory of my life. I would never forget that moment because it touched something deep inside me. You see, we often don't realize it, but every day we are writing invisible footnotes in someone else's story. Let me tell you a few powerful stories that highlight this idea. Brian Stevenson, the civil rights lawyer and founder of the Equal Justice Initiative, often shares that his grandmother told him over and over again, you are special. You can do anything you put your mind to. Those quiet affirmations helped shape a man who would go on to impact thousands of lives. Maya Angelou once shared that a teacher encouraged her to read poetry aloud after she stopped speaking for years following a traumatic experience. That small invitation changed the trajectory of her voice and her life. What's the lesson? You don't need a stage to make a difference. You just need intention and presence. Many of us underestimate our influence because we've been taught to equate impact with visibility. If no one claps, if no one posts about it, if it doesn't go viral, did it even matter? Yes, it did. Because true impact often happens in the quiet. Let me tell you this: your smile may have stopped someone from giving up, your kind word might have sparked someone else's healing, your belief in someone might have been their turning point. But how do we create invisible impact? Here are a few ways you can practice purposeful presence this week. Number one, be intentional with your words. Compliment, encourage, checking. Number two, practice radical listening. Sometimes just being fully present is the most healing thing you can do. Number three, let go of the need to be seen. Do it because it's right, not because it's recognized. Number four, trust that the seeds you plant, even if you don't see them, still grow. Now, let's take a moment. Take a deep breath. Think of a person who made a difference in your life, quietly, gently. Now, think of someone in your life who might need that kind of encouragement. Ask yourself, who can I reach out to today? Who needs to know they are seen, valued, and not alone? Even a text, a voice note, or a kind message can shift someone's whole day. You may never know the full impact of your kindness, but that doesn't make it less real. Keep showing up, keep being present, keep planting seeds, whether or not you see the harvest. Because the world is shaped not by the loud leaders or public victories, but by quiet heroes who chose love again and again in small and meaningful ways. If this episode resonated with you, please take the time to share it with someone who needs encouragement. And inside the Mentium community, I would love to hear what's one small act someone did that made a big difference in your life. Until next time, stay grounded, stay generous, and remember, your impact matters, even when it's invisible. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.